The facts of what's happened in San Diego is that in 2017, the administration there changed the methodology by which they counted homeless and excluded people living in their cars or their RVs. Number went down.
The fact that it was proud in San Diego that we reduced homelessness by double digits. The only city, big city in California to do that.
I proposed a specific set of goals and revolve around treatment.
Homelessness in California is a human tragedy and a national disgrace. We have more wealth in this state than all but 5 countries, and yet we have thousands of people dying on our streets.
Good evening. You saw it right here exclusively on Fox 11, the California recall debate. As California voters, you will soon be getting a ballot in the mail as to whether to recall Governor Gavin Newsom, and you saw 4 men there who want that job. Good evening. I'm Christine Devine.
And I'm Alex Michelson. We are at the Nixon Presidential Library tonight. What's your hint? He's like literally staring us down. It has been a historic night in California politics, and we are very honored to be at the center of it. We have team coverage tonight of the big debate. Phil Schuman in the spin room tonight got a chance to speak to all of the candidates, but we begin with our pal Marla Tejas back home at the station with a look at the highlights. Marla.
Yeah, from the pandemic and COVID-19 to homelessness to how to handle mask mandates, the 90-minute debate covered the issues that are affecting Californians most, and it gave these Republican candidates a chance for voters to see where they stand.
You're not going to mandate your way out of the coronavirus.
Former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer, businessman John Cox.
The housing crisis is the most severe problem.
Sacramento area Assemblyman Kevin Kiley.
Our state government is fundamentally broken.
And former Sacramento Congressman Doug Osee.
What we're doing isn't working.
Coming together Wednesday night inside the Richard Nixon Presidential Library in the first and only recall debate. Among the moderators are Fox 11's Christine Devine and Alex Michelson. The 4 Republicans agreeing that Governor Gavin Newsom's policies have turned California into an unaffordable, crime-ridden, drought-stricken, and overly mandated state.
Government overreach has to stop. All right, this is not the last variant we're going to have.
On the issue of masks in schools, all believe students should not be required to mask up in the classroom. When pressed by moderator Hugh Hewitt, Faulconer even saying he'd institute a ban on mask mandates.
Not oppose them, but to forbid them.
That's absolutely something I would look into doing here.
Other big topics, rising crime and homelessness.
If we have to, we're going to force people to get into treatment.
The governor's own mental health czar, his top mental health advisor, said in an interview in March that homelessness in California is not a money problem, it's a leadership problem.
I did not allow 10 encampments on the streets when I was mayor of San Diego.
I am just done waiting for somebody's solution on homelessness.
Osee also taking aim at California's unemployment fraud scandal and how the EDD office is run.
Just answer the damn phone.
That's a soundbite right there.
The GOP gentleman showing a lighter side when asked to get personal.
What is something embarrassing your kids would tell us about you?
That my wife doesn't like my nose hair.
Okay. What's your favorite restaurant in California?
I would go with Frank Fats. It's close to the Capitol.
You didn't say French Laundry.
Yeah, the French Laundry reference, of course, is what really ignited the effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom his indoor dinner out. That was almost a year ago. Also to be noted, syndicated talk radio host Larry Elder, another well-known candidate. He was invited tonight to take part in that debate. He did not participate. Governor Newsom, of course, as well. We extended the invitation to him, and he as well declined the offer. Alex and Christine.
Yeah, we are hoping to do another event with Governor Newsom, although I don't think anybody was anticipating a nose hair reference tonight.
Yeah, as I said then, a little too much information, but it did get a chuckle out of the room and did kind of lighten things up.
All right, another interesting moment was when Mayor Faulconer was pressed on the issue of President Trump. We know he supported President Trump in the past, and the question I asked him, would he accept an endorsement from President Trump now? Take a look.
It's about bringing our state together. It's about a leader that understands you can't politicize every single thing like Gavin Newsom wants to do. He's not doing the job. It's time to have a governor that's going to do the job.
So are you a Trump supporter, though? You're saying he's afraid of the far left. Are you afraid of the far right?
I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of anybody.
So what's the answer?
I'm going to proudly take the endorsement and support of any Republican, Independent, or Democrat who wants to get rid of Gavin Newsom and make California a better state.
That was an interesting moment that'll probably get a lot of attention as well.
Yeah, so the big thing about this debate, a lot of California voters may not know all of those candidates. They are among the front runners. In fact, all of the front runners are Republican. Our Phil Schuman was in the spin room afterwards and talked to them. Phil.
Well, that's right. Southern Californians may not be familiar with these four. They hope they change that with tonight's debate performance, keeping in mind a recent poll show that 40% of the voters are still undecided who should replace the governor should he be recalled. So, yes, I got a chance to talk with each of the candidates after the debate. They call it the spin room, but post-debate, it was all about straight talk from these four candidates.
There's a lot of crises and issues that can be fixed.
Businessman John Cox says he's about solutions to these problems.
And look at what we have. Housing, homelessness, the fires. We don't have enough water. We don't have enough electricity. Our education's one of the worst in the country. I mean, if you look at the results...
Is there anything good about California?
Well, the weather is great.
Former Congressman Doug Osee says Governor Gavin Newsom's in over his head.
He is unable to make a series of critical decisions that positively affect Californians. He's proven that.
We know a variety of issues that you talked about tonight. Homelessness, crime, housing.
EDD, housing, the forests, crime, infrastructure, water, schools.
Assemblyman Kevin Kiley spoke directly to the people of the Los Angeles area.
I think that people in LA, most of all perhaps, but in all parts of our state, have been seeing their quality of life decline. They see the cost of living keep going up. They see homelessness getting worse and worse. They see crime rates rising. They see their public schools and LAUSD failing left and right, one of the worst.
Governor Newsom's fault?
A lot of it is Governor Newsom's fault.
And former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer said Californians are ready for a change.
The campaign that we're running is a campaign focused on results. It's about eliminating tent encampments from our sidewalks and our canyons, our freeway underpasses and overpasses. It's about standing up to the defund the police movement to make sure that our neighborhoods are safe. And it's about making California more affordable so California families can afford to stay in our state.
Post-debate analysis often focuses on winners and losers. Alex and Christine, I think it's clear that there were no real winners or losers tonight. I think all of them did well. But I think you'd also agree that all of them painted a picture of California as a very dismal place with a lot of serious problems, and they blamed Governor Newsom for most of them. Alex, Christine?
And Phil, the Newsom team has a very different view. This is a response from spokesman Nathan Click. He sent me, says, quote, each of them tried to do their best Larry Elder impression, the closest thing we have to Trump here in California and the clear frontrunner in the race. All of them said they wouldn't lift a finger to protect Californians against the Delta variant or even require healthcare workers to prove their vaccination status. That's pretty outrageous.
I think the winner here is, Alex, is the California voter who got a chance to think about this recall election that's going to be coming upon us in just a couple of weeks with those ballots coming to your home in mid-August. So with that in mind, we're going to talk to some analysts, those in the know, when we come back at 10:30.
But in the meantime, let's go to Marla Tejas with the rest of tonight's news. Marla.